Want to get creeped out? Welcome to Just a Little Stitious,
where things go bump in the night and sometimes it's just your fridge. Or it's us tripping over the furniture.
or it's something terrifying lurking in the dark.
Guess who's back again?
Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation. No breathing. It's us. We're back. I'm Megan.
Jess.
We're sisters. So we're doing creepy games and rituals again. And yeah, hope you guys are excited for this. Yeah.
I'm stoked.
In last episode, we talked about the Three Kings ritual, the Midnight Man, the elevator game, the shoebox telephone game. In this episode, we're going to talk about the Man in the Fields, Hitori, Kakurenbo, which is hide and seek alone, the thumb game, the closet game, the Raven Man ritual. Okay, so the Man in the Fields ritual, another favorite.
I love this one.
The Midnight Man
So
was my
creepy.
favorite. The Man in the Fields. This seems to have appeared around June 2014 online, and the ritual has been said to be being passed down for centuries. I don't buy that, but according to the story, it originated in the British Isles during the Middle Ages. Puritans viewed it as a form of devil worship. However, people who actually practiced this ritual supposedly believed they were protecting their homes from something other than the devil. But again, there's no proof of this being true, and these are some pretty wild claims. The exact nature of that something that they're trying to keep away, that's not the devil, not sure what that is. We don't know. If the ritual is completed successfully, it's said to provide 1 year of protection. And how it works, I'll explain more about this, about how you do the ritual, but there are 3 different times that you can start the ritual. You can go from 9 until midnight, 10 until midnight, or 11 until midnight. If you do 9 until midnight, you get physical safety for a year. So no sicknesses, no stubbing your toe like Jess did earlier, no hurting yourself. If you start at 10 and you do the ritual within 2 hours, you not only get physical safety for a year, but you also get financial safety for a year. If you start the ritual at 11 and finish it within 1 hour, you get the physical and financial safety, and then you also have no negative consequences for a whole year.
Mad cool.
Mad cool, also
Robbing a bank.
fake news. I'm just saying, like, come on.
Yeah.
But still, it's fun.
Such horseshit.
Ritual requirements. Only one person can do this ritual. It needs to be done in a house, and extra points if it's in the countryside, and extra points if there's a crop field.
My
behind the
house would be perfect for this.
Yeah.
I got the perfect house. Nice.
No one else can be in the house. No people, no pets. A candle or another non-electric light source is required, like an oil lamp. We have 2 of those at our house, actually.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I lit one of those in a closed shed one time and I almost passed out.
What an idiot. Jesus Christ. Don't do that, you guys.
Don't
You'll
ever
die.
do that. I was very young. It was stupid. It was bad.
Good Christ.
Yeah, it was not good.
According to the legend, flashlights, cell phones, and other electronic lights won't work, and they'll only flicker in and out for a few seconds. You'll also need a crucifix, which we know means bad news bears, a clock or a watch, something that you can watch the time with, okay? You have to have one room that has, I would say, a bed in it and only one door. This is going to be your safe room. It's best if you pick a room that has like a minimal amount of stuff in it, because that's going to be the first room you're closing everything in. That's your safe room. You do not want to leave anything open in that room. So setting up the ritual, aka inviting in the man in the fields. So you wait until after sunset and make sure no one else is around, okay? According to the legend, the entity will not appear if anyone besides the summoner is there anyways. The earliest you can begin is 9 p.m. Light your candle, go into your backyard with your candle and your crucifix. Face your house and whisper 7 times, but who will scare the crows away? On the 7th whisper, you are supposed to hear a voice behind you say, "That's not your biggest problem," which, again,
So random.
yeah,
So
I
weird.
feel like it's really random.
Very weird. Couldn't have thought of a different saying.
Like, it couldn't, like, I
That
feel
could
like
have
that
been
could
so
have been
much
way,
cooler.
I feel like that could have been way creepier.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to look behind you if you hear the voice, and you're supposed to go back into your house immediately, close the door behind you, and you're starting the ritual. If you didn't hear the voice say, "But who will scare the crows away?" the ritual didn't work. Allegedly, though, it doesn't matter if you actually physically hear it. You might just hear it in your head. So for OCD, people don't even bother trying this because you're going to be
There's no way.
It's bad news bears. Performing the ritual. Okay, so once you get back inside, the ritual officially starts. And now you have to close absolutely everything in your house that can be. And everything will be now opened. Okay, so if it was closed before, it doesn't matter. Now it's going to be opened. Before you start closing things, take your crucifix into a room that only has one door. This is your safe room, and it's also where you should be sleeping for the night.
Do a bathroom.
You're going to sleep in a bathroom?
I don't have anywhere else to sleep.
Oh, well, you have other bedrooms that only have one door.
I guess, but they have windows. I'd rather sleep in the bathroom. No window.
You're not going to sleep good in there.
Sleep in the tub. Are you kidding me? Tons of pillows and blankets. So cozy.
Okay. Yeah, so this is your safe room. If things go wrong, leave the crucifix in there and shut the door. So when I say you have to make sure everything is closed, I mean doors, cupboards, drawers, containers, Tupperware, travel mugs.
Water bottle lids.
Yeah, boxes, movie cases, if you have those anymore.
Everything.
Yeah, whatever you can think of, it needs to be closed.
If it can be opened, it has to be closed.
Exactly.
Purse?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Do it all.
Everything.
Everything needs to be closed by midnight. And you need to also be, by midnight, laying in bed with your mouth and eyes closed. Okay?
Because they open.
Yeah. It counts. It's not hard to close something, but it's remembering every single thing in your house that you have to close.
Yep.
And also people are always like, I don't even know if I have all the lids for my Tupperware. Like, come on, that's a disaster.
You'd have to go through that days in advance.
Yeah.
If you even can. I don't know. That could be cheating.
Yeah, he might view that as cheating.
You might not like that.
If you miss even one, it's considered that you failed the ritual. As you move through the house closing things, you might start catching a glimpse of a man in old farmer's clothes out of the corner of your eye. He has ash gray skin. He's known as the Ashen Man. You're not supposed to look directly at him, and you're not supposed to make eye contact with him. The good news is that he's not the man in the field, so he's not out to get you.
He's like the referee.
Yeah, he's observing. You're not supposed to worry about him for some reason, but he's going to follow you around the house. So
make sure you're not cheating.
Yeah. So creepy.
So creepy.
Whatever you do throughout this ritual, do not look in your backyard. And that is essential because in the backyard is a scarecrow-like figure. There are different versions of this ritual. Some say the scarecrow has no head, and others say it has a cow skull head, which is really creepy.
Huge. You ever seen a cow skull before? Huge.
Right, yeah.
Huge.
Its arms and legs are impossibly long
It's
limbs.
the worst part for me.
Its skin is pale. The story says that if you fail the ritual or don't make it back to your safe room in time, the scarecrow will come for you and decapitate you. Leonardo decapitated.
It's Leonardo.
Leonardo decapitated. What did I say?
Leonardo.
What the fuck? I don't know what's wrong with me. Leonardo decapitato. Anyway, I don't know what's wrong with me. So this is also why you're warned not to look outside, because if you do look at the scarecrow-like figure, it will see you and it will start climbing down from its post and coming for you. And you then have 1 minute to get into your safe room before it comes and decapitates you. You might hear things when you're in that room. You might hear scratching at your door. You might hear growling. You might hear your aunt suddenly in your house being like, hey, Jess,
come on out.
Come on out.
All is fine out here.
Yeah, I brought you a present. The present is the
decapitation.
Decapitating you. Yeah, Leonardo decapitato.
Straight to decapitation station.
Exactly.
A one-way ticket.
One-way ticket to decapitation station. Do not open the door, no matter what you hear, okay? If you left anything open in that safe room,
you're fucked.
The scarecrow's coming in through the opening. So,
decapitation station.
Yeah, bad news bears.
I want to know what he decapitates you with.
Probably his unbelievably long fingernails.
Ugh, like Freddy Krueger.
I don't even know if he has long fingernails. I'm just saying.
Freddy Krueger vibes.
And I just want to reiterate, okay? This scarecrow, though, he's going to try and get into the room, okay?
Yeah.
This entity, he is going to be pounding at the door. He is going to be making terrifying sounds. Maybe he's going to be making nice sounds. Maybe he's going to make you promises. Like, if you open the door, I promise I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that.
Don't
trust him.
He wants your head.
Yeah.
And he will do and say whatever he can to get it.
Yep, exactly. But if you closed everything within your 3, 2, 1 hour, whatever you chose, you go to sleep, you close your eyes, you close your mouth, you sleep until the sun rises around 6 a.m., you wake up, you're good. Hopefully you now have 1 year of protection of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
So this one definitely has a good reward, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now Jessica is going to talk to us about Hitori Kakurenbo. Sorry if I said that wrong. It's also known as Hide and Seek Alone.
Hide and Seek Alone. First appearing on Japanese horror message boards around 2007. One of the main places it was circulated was the 2chan occult board. The game became popular in Japan. People copied and reposted the instructions across countless websites. Eventually, people began filming themselves playing the game and uploading their experiences to YouTube. Instructions in English did not start appearing until fall of 2008. Shit that you need. A stuffed doll with arms and legs, a bag of uncooked rice, nail clippers, a needle, red thread, something sharp like a knife or scissors, a bathroom with a bathtub, a cup of salt water, a television, a place to hide, incense or an ofuda to cleanse the space. This is a sacred paper, wood, or metal talisman or amulet found in Japanese Shinto shrines and Buddhist temples used for household protection, purification, and good fortune. Ritual setup. Cut open the doll and remove all of its innards, so stuffing.
Innards has a comeback. We just talked about innards earlier.
Fill the doll with the uncooked rice. Instead, clip off a small piece of your fingernail and place it inside the doll with rice. This ties you to the doll strongly. Sew the doll back up using the needle and the red thread. Without cutting the thread, wrap the remaining length around the doll and tie it off. Fill the bathtub with water. Cleanse the room where you'll be hiding using incense or ofuda. Set up a television in that same room. Place the cup of salt water and your sharp object inside of your hiding space. And finally, give the doll a name. Performing the ritual. Start the ritual at exactly 3 a.m.
Oh, that's so late.
I could never. Say 3 times, your name is the first it.
Megan, Megan, Megan is the first it.
Exactly like that. Go to the bathroom. Place your doll in the bathtub filled with water. Leave the doll there. Turn off all the lights in your house. Go to your hiding place and turn on the TV. Close your eyes and count to 10. Once you've finished counting to 10, open your eyes, grab your sharp object, and head back to the bathroom. Take the doll out of the bathtub and say, I have found you. Doll's name. So say the doll's name. I have found you, blank.
I have found you, Dana.
Sure. Cut the thread wrapped around the doll and then say, you're the next it, Dana. Put the doll back into the bathtub. Return to your hiding place as quickly as possible. Stay as quiet as you can while hiding. The ending. Take a mouthful of salt water, but do not swallow it. Keep the rest of the salt water in the cup and carry it with you. Leave your hiding place and start looking for the doll. The doll might not still be in the bathroom, so be ready to search. Once you find the doll, pour the remaining salt water from the cup over the doll, as well as spit the salt water out of your mouth onto the doll.
Wouldn't like that if I was the entity in there.
Say, I win 3 times. After the ritual is over, let the doll dry completely, burn the doll, and throw away its remains. Further information. The rice inside of the doll is used to represent its internal organs, also known as innards. According to the legend, the rice also acts as bait to attract spirits. The red thread is said to represent blood vessels. It's believed to trap any spirits that enter the doll, used for binding spirits. Cutting the thread during the ritual is supposed to release those spirits. The ritual strongly recommends not leaving your hiding spot without the salt water in your mouth and the cup in your hand. According to the story, these act as protection in case anything else entered the house during the game. The television is supposed to warn you if something unusual is nearby. I'm assuming it'll start static or go really loud or go really quiet or shut off or whatever. If the TV starts behaving strangely, do not leave your hiding place without your salt water. More warnings. Do not give the doll your own name. Do not give the doll the name of anybody that you know Once the ritual starts, do not do any of the following until it's completely finished. Do not turn on any lights. Do not lock any doors, including exterior doors. Do not make unnecessary noises. Do not leave your house. Do not let the game continue for more than 2 hours. It's a long time.
Yeah.
Once you've started, you have to finish the ritual properly. According to the legend, trying to quit halfway through could end very badly.
Okay. So basically, I think the point of that one too is literally to just see if the doll will actually not be in the bathroom and if you did something creepy and crazy.
It's like a fuck around and find out kind of game.
Yeah. Do not suggest.
No, I don't like any of these FAFO games.
These what?
FAFO.
Fuck around and find out. Okay, we took a little bit of a break, got a little drinky poo.
Got a little jerky.
Now, the next game is called The Thumb Game. This is a weird one, but people were asking for us to talk about it. So this is a Japanese ritual game, also called Oyayubi Sagashi. Again, I apologize if I am mispronouncing, but better known in English as the thumb game. The original Japanese translation would be more close to looking for the thumb. This is a game that is strongly associated with a horror novel and a movie adaptation. The novel was called Oyayubi Sagashi and was published in 2003. It follows a group of friends who play the game as children. During the game, one of their friends, Yumi, mysteriously disappears. 7 years later, the remaining friends reunite and play the game again to try and learn what happened to her.
The risky move.
Yeah. The book was adapted into a live-action film in 2006. It's unclear whether this game existed before the novel was written or not. The game could be based on an older urban legend or folk game. Searches for references of the game, though, haven't been found before 2003. One of the reasons why people believe that this game might have existed before the book is because the author said that it was based on a game he actually played as a child. The person was named Yusuke Yamada, and he was born in 1981, so this game could date back to the 1980s or 1990s. Okay, so shit you'll need: 3 people at minimum, a dark, quiet room where no one is likely to interrupt you, a good imagination, and strong searching skills.
Oh, I'd be so good.
You think?
I'm a great finder.
I have a great imagination. Ritual setup. You can start at any time, gather everyone together in the dark room that you've chosen, close the curtains, dim the lights, or turn them off completely, sit in a circle on the floor, get comfortable because this game is long. Reach over to the person on your right and hold their left thumb with your right hand. As such, offer your own left thumb to the person sitting on your left. Have everyone do the same thing. Once everyone is set up, you'll be sitting in an unbroken circle, each person holding the left thumb of the person beside them. Don't let go. Close your eyes. Everyone needs to keep holding on to everyone's thumbs and start imagining a small cottage. It should feel cozy and welcoming, like the kind of place you'd go to escape, have a little getaway. Picture the outside of the cottage in as much detail as possible. Think about what the doors look like. What kind of windows does it have? Is it made of wood, stone, logs, something else? What is the roof like? Is there moss? Is there foliage around the cabin? Is there a garden outside? If so, what kind of garden? What does the garden look like? Keep your eyes closed. Keep holding on to the thumbs. Now imagine the inside of the cottage. How many rooms are there? How is it decorated? Does it have curtains, shutters, or something else on the windows? What style of furniture fills the rooms? Keep your eyes closed. Keep holding on to the thumbs. Things get dark here.
Ooh.
Imagine yourself inside the cottage. Imagine your body torn apart and scattered throughout the rooms. Picture pieces of yourself lying throughout the cottage. According to the story, this cottage belonged to a young woman who was brutally unalived and left scattered throughout the house. The only thing they never found was her thumb. The game says not to shy away from the disturbing imagery. Keep holding on to everyone's thumbs. Once you've fully imagined the scene, open your eyes. Now you will perform the search. So open your eyes and see what happened. If the ritual worked, you will find yourself no longer sitting in the room where you started. Instead, you'll be inside a cottage, the cottage that everyone imagined earlier. The cottage should be lit by a single candle. If this happens, the game continues. If nothing happens, you'll simply open your eyes and you'll still be in the same room where you started. You can let go of everyone's thumbs and call it a night and try it another time if you want. But if it did work, now you begin looking for the thumb.
Oh,
Yeah, her missing thumb.
God,
It's a weird one,
I
right?
don't like this one. Ugh.
If you've made it to the cottage, let go of everyone's thumb and stand up. Your goal is to find the missing thumb. Search everywhere you can think of. Check every room, corner, hiding spot, and crevice. Leave no area unexplored. Keep an eye on the candle while you search. According to the legend, you only have as long as the candle burns to find the thumb.
Can you have any size candle? Like a Bath and Body Works 3-wick?
It's a candle that's already lit when you get there.
Oh,
yeah.
I would try to imagine a big one.
Don't let it go out before you're ready. If you find the thumb, tell everyone you found it, pick it up, gather everyone around the candle, hold the thumb in your right hand, and have everyone else place their right hands around the hand holding the thumb. Together, lean in and blow out the candle. If you don't find the thumb, gather everyone back around the candle before it burns out. Hold each other's left thumbs again, just like you did at the beginning of the ritual. Lean in together and blow out the candle to end the game. I feel like this one's also kind of like the 11-mile drive ritual. Maybe I shouldn't have included it because it's like, are there going to be stories about this one? I don't know.
That's interesting, though.
But at least it's a lot shorter than the 11-mile drive. I just didn't want to like that one so long.
Yeah.
Returning home. After blowing out the candle, you might feel a little dizzy or disoriented. Once that feeling passes, you'll start to find yourself back in the room where you started. At that point, you can let go of everyone's thumbs, turn the lights back on, and call it a night. If you found the thumb, pay attention to your luck over the next few days. According to the legend, finding the thumb may bring some kind of good fortune or positive change in your life. If you didn't find the thumb, nothing bad is supposed to happen. You just won't receive the luck. You can always try the game another time.
So it's like a zero kind of repercussion game.
Nope.
Oh, we're getting there.
Warning. If you don't return, yikes.
Uh-oh.
Bad news bears. I don't know.
She
You might get stuck in that cabin.
Damn.
And here's some additional information. The Japanese word used for cottage can also be translated to a holiday home or vacation house. It's not necessarily meant to be someone's regular home. Traditionally, these types of houses in Japan were often built in a Western style, which is why some translations call it a villa. While searching the cottage, you might feel someone or something tap you on your shoulder or back. If that happens, do not turn around. Whether or not you find the thumb, you must blow out the candle or return before it burns out on its own, because otherwise you're going to get stuck. Don't let the candle go out by itself. If you do turn around when you feel someone tap you, you might die instantly.
Holy fuck. Wow.
Or become trapped inside the cottage permanently. And same if the candle goes out.
Jesus.
Getting stuck in the imaginary cottage is the worst possible outcome.
Sounds like it.
It is extremely important to keep holding on to everyone's thumbs throughout the ritual. If you let go, it might mean you're coming back without your thumbs. So that is the thumb game.
That was fucked.
So I'm going to pass this on to Jess, and she's going to tell us about the closet game. I played the closet game till I was 16.
What? Oh.
And then I came out.
That was funny. It's a gay joke. The closet game. Nobody really knows where it originated. Versions of it started appearing online around 2009. Since then, the same instructions have mostly just been copied and reposted all over the internet. The monster in the closet is a common folklore theme found in cultures around the world. It's often considered a variation of the boogeyman. Depending on the story, the creature might hide in a closet, under a bed, or somewhere else dark. These figures are often used to scare misbehaving children and are said to kidnap those who don't behave.
Reminds me of La Mano Peluda. It's a hand, a hairy, gross hand that hides under your bed and drags children to hell.
I did not like it. I remember that one, actually.
I
watched a video that you made on that. I didn't like that one.
My favorite.
Yeah, that one creeped me out. The fact that similar stories exist in so many places suggests people may share a pretty universal fear of the dark and whatever may be hiding in it. Unlike some rituals, there really isn't a reward for successfully completing the closet game. The stories focus much more on the consequences of failing. Because of that, the game raises an interesting question. Why do people tempt fate when there's nothing tangible to gain?
And I'll tell you why.
Tell me.
Because A, curiosity, which you say kills the cat,
Mm-hmm.
and B, skepticism. Go on.
For whatever reason, it's probably worth asking yourself what you hope to get out of playing a ritual like this before you try it. On a practical level, this ritual involves lighting a match inside a closet, which obviously comes with fire risks.
Don't try this at home.
Try this in someone else's home.
No. Fire safety, people. Fire safety.
If you are going to attempt it, go to an empty closet, super empty enough that nothing can accidentally catch fire.
And also remember, you can't stop, drop, and roll in a freaking closet, okay?
So no clothes, no hangers, nothing flammable.
You gotta be careful.
Like empty closet. And having a fire extinguisher nearby would be
ideal.
That'd be super smart. According to the author, the boogeyman isn't the only thing worth worrying about. As always with these kinds of stories, the usual warnings apply. Play at your own risk. Shit you need. Only one person can play this. No friends, no enemies, just you and you alone.
Yep.
A closet and a single match. Performing the ritual. Start the ritual at night. Turn off the lights in the room where the closet is located. Close the curtains so no outside light gets in. If the closet has its own light, make sure that's turned off as well. Keep the match on you somewhere, like in a pocket or in your bra if you're wearing one. That's where I would keep it. Break in your pocket.
In your butt crack.
Keister it. Open the closet, step inside, close the door behind you. There shouldn't be any light visible at all, either inside the closet or coming outside of the closet. Stand in the dark for at least 2 minutes. Do not speak. Do not move. And after 2 minutes have passed, hold the match in front of you and say, "Show me the light or leave me in the darkness." Then listen carefully.
I hated that.
If you hear whispering, light the match immediately. Then wait. If you don't hear anything, stay where you are. Do not turn around. Just wait. Ending the ritual. If everything goes according to plan, open the closet door, step out, close the closet behind you. Do not look back inside. In fact, the story advises never looking inside the closet again if you can avoid it. And definitely don't peek inside when the lights are off. So you don't have a closet anymore. If you do this,
again,
basically.
do this at someone else's house.
Yeah. Additional information. Some people claim strange things start happening at night if they leave the closet door open afterward. The legend says that if you look into the dark closet, you might see 2 glowing red eyes staring back at you. They're described as looking like the tips of lit matches. Final warning. If you hear whispers, you're supposed to light the match immediately. The story never explains what happens if you fail to do so, because no one's ever lived
tell
through
the story.
It simply says, don't fail. You don't want to find out. I like that one.
All right.
Creepy one. I like it.
Last one here, folks. The Raven Man Ritual. So this is a ritual where you basically invite an entity in called the Raven Man. And the reason you're calling upon him is to get knowledge that you cannot get otherwise, or to have the Raven Man do you some favors.
Do you solid.
Yeah, but it might not turn out well. Okay.
I like this one.
Ritual requirements: 1 person, 5 candles, salt, a knife or a needle, some kind of protective object or item like a rune, talisman, a religious symbol. And the ritual does recommend that you keep this personal object, protective object on you after the ritual for a few days as well. Performing the ritual, you create a circle of salt around yourself as a protective barrier. I do have to say there is different versions of this ritual, and for some, you're supposed to be summoning the Raven Man into the salt circle. I don't know. To me, it makes more sense to have it as a protective barrier around yourself. Regardless, either way, the Raven Man cannot cross the salt barrier. Place the 5 candles in front of you and recite each line of the following incantation as you light each candle. On this dark night, I call on the Raven Man. Appear before me, here and now, and do my will. Use a knife or needle to prick yourself and draw a drop of blood. Touch the blood to the last candle and say, "The flame is my beacon, the blood is my sacrifice." Repeat this phrase for as long as feels appropriate. Light the candle when you feel ready. The ritual says you'll know when the Raven Man has arrived. Some people say they can see him, but most versions say you'll just feel his presence. At that point, you are supposed to ask questions, seek knowledge, or make requests. So I've heard that you're not supposed to make too many requests or ask too many questions because he might get annoyed and angry.
Don't be greedy.
Yeah, this is like, an entity. He's neither good nor bad. He is, somewhere in between. So don't piss him off.
Yeah.
Ending the ritual. When you're finished, thank the Raven Man for appearing and for granting your wishes or requests or giving you knowledge. Extinguish the candles one at a time, and as you put each one out, which you're supposed to do, I believe, with your fingers, but one at a time, you say, "I release you, Raven Man." Don't blow the candle out. Oh yeah, instead snuff them out with your fingers. Or use a candle snuffer. Once the ritual is over, clean up the salt and place it outside any doorways or any openings that lead into your home, and keep the protective object with you at the very least while you sleep, and suggested for the next few days, because the Raven Man might call upon you for some favors in return. And it sounds like the favors he will ask you to do aren't
No bueno.
good.
Mm-mm.
They're not something you probably want to do.
Mm-mm.
No. So those are 2 explainer episodes on some creepy games and rituals. Again, if you're into creepy games and rituals, number 1, listen to our other episodes, okay? Give them a freaking chance, guys. They're good. There's
good.
creepy real-life stories in there, and these people don't even have to do a ritual for it to happen to them. It just happens, okay?
They're just lucky.
Or unlucky. Secondly, check out The Ghost in My Machine. There's other websites too, but The Ghost in My Machine is my personal favorite because I just really like the author. I like the way she writes. She's always got something new and she's a good researcher. So anyways.
That's it. That's all, folks.
That's it. That's all. We're done. We're leaving. We're out. We'll see you next Friday. And we love you, little fuckers.
Love you. Bye.
Bye. Thank you for listening to Just a Little Stitious. If you like stories like this, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
And before you go to bed tonight, make sure to check under your bed, just in case that sound you heard wasn't the fridge.